everybody, Shark Strapper here. I just got back from doing a pickup and kind of a light load, but whoa, look at this guy. That is one big server. Oh man, this is going to be a lot of fun. Come on, let's dive in. Hey everybody, so this is really heavy, easily a two-person lift. What I'm going to do is I'm going to depopulate as many of the modules as I can. That way I can move modules without having to move all of them at the same time. So let's take a look and see what we're getting here. Steel shell. All right, so this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I wonder where number 20 went. Anyway, we have 19 of these, and these are hard drive caddies. So this is going to be really interesting to get into. There's a hard drive here. There's a board here with a gold finger on it. So I'm looking forward to getting inside of this. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Let's see if they're all going to come out easily. Yep. Get the ones that we can. This is in pretty bad shape if you didn't notice. Work on that one. Oh, well, here we go. This one helps out. I think that might be aluminum. Let's see. Yep, so that's aluminum. So that's going to be sheet. And then here we have board. We got a couple of socket mounted ICs, and then we can remove the hard drive and the power connections from this. Well, that's interesting. So we have some really cool little boards with little mini boards with that are mounted right into heat sinks. So I'm gonna have to figure out what those are. Those are pretty cool. What do you all think? But the board itself has got nice gold fingers, 1, 2 socket mounted ICs, and then a number of board mounted ICs, and some little capacitors. That might be some older bullet style tantalum capacitors there. Pretty cool board. And there's one of these with each one of the 19. Again, I don't know where number 20 went, but so that's kind of nice. Plus we have the hard drive. This is an interesting older hard drive, and there's a board on the back of it. So there's going to be some nice hard drive content here. So this will be fun to take apart too. I'm looking forward to getting into that. So we've got 19 of those to get after. Oh man, that really reduced the weight. Let's take a look at what's inside. So as you would imagine, we've got a backplane board. So we're gonna need to get at that backplane board. Very cool. And I'm guessing then the power supplies are on the other side. So let's see what's on the other side. So just out of curiosity, I weighed up just the hard drive caddies, the hard drives and the caddies that they're in, and that's 58 pounds. All right, now this is I think this is the back side. Well, this is the other side from where we were at. I would imagine the hard drive caddies would have been on the front side because that's what you would have been moving in and out more frequently. So this must be the back side. We have a bunch of connectors here. There's going to be some sort of board down here because we got all these connectors and we got some dip switches. So another board here. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, what's this? Isn't this interesting? Whoa! Hello. Now that's a serious board. That is very cool. Let's see, what kind of RAM is this? It has a silver tin look to it, but let's find out. Oh, it's gold. So we've got some gold RAM here, and we have a ceramic looking chip right here. Whoa, All right, so we have an AMD 29,000 something. Man, that was glued onto that heatsink really tight. So that's cool on that board. And I mean, look at this board. It is, whoa, I got running out of hands here. Man, look at that board. That is seriously populated there. Boy, howdy. Man. Let's see. We have another one here. Let's see if it's the same thing. Looks like the same thing. Survey says, oh, cool. It's the same thing. That is so neat. We'll have to see what's on that daughter card when we get a chance to get to it. Very, very cool. All right, now then, I'm guessing these are power supplies. Wow, those are some serious gold pins right there. Man. And that is a power supply inside of there. Whoa, we're gonna have to take a look at that power supply more closely. All right. Oh, this is a fun one. I'm having a blast here. All right, so we added the 3 power modules now, and we're at 76 pounds, so that's 18 pounds. 18 pounds in those power modules. Now, rather than carry this over to the computer workbench, because this has still got some weight to it, I think I'm just going to go ahead and work on it while it's here on the tailgate, because there's a lot of metal here, and we're just going to be dismantling the metal and setting it aside. So rather than carry it all the way back and then back here again, we're just going to go ahead and take it apart on the tailgate, kind of like the old days. All right. Oh man, I'm having so much fun. I hope you are too, because it's just fascinating to me. This is a brand new one for us. Now I do apologize. You're going to have to make do with the back of my head here every now and then. We have jammed up screwitis going on here. We don't like jammed up screwitis. Jammed up screwitis is usually very easily solved with just a little motion in the tighten direction and then a motion in the untighten. Breaks it loose. Let's see. Aluminum. Steel. Steel. Steel, steel. But the outer case is aluminum. That's cool. Now, what are we dealing with here? There's no boards. And that's just ferrous. That is just ferrous. All right. Now, all right. Just gotta be a little more direct with it, I guess. So there's the back side of those connectors. Nice gold pins there. They're gold plated all the way through. This is an older server, so that makes sense. The plate is ferrous. So we'll take these gold pins off and put these with the gold connectors. We have a little board here. This is just going to be a low-grade board. And then we have some wire, insulated copper wire. Okay, so we were able to get this base plate to come off. And doing that exposes the panel that the backplane board is on. So we don't have to come in that way. We can hopefully just take out that screw and that screw, and this should come out and give us access to all of that. So let's see how that works. Doing something for the first time always takes longer, but it's so much more interesting. Trying to figure out how to get it to come apart and stuff is so cool. All right, now, let's see. There we go. Add some cables to get taken apart there. Yay! All right, so there's a real nice backplane board. We have some nice older tandem capacitors here. I'm going to get you a better picture of this, don't worry. I'm going to show you all this stuff. This is very cool. Very cool backplane board. Okay. Kind of a little brute forcing going on here, but this module came out of this part of the shell. So, we get that part of the shell tipped up out of the way. And here we can see we've got, there's still quite, this has got something in it. This module is heavier than it should be. So there's something in here. I want to get this out and see what this is. The detents. So there you go. Oh man, that is one heavy son of a gun. There's a nice board inside of there. Hang on, let's see what's in here. And of course the screws don't want to play. I have more sized bits out here right now than I think I've ever used before on a computer. Wow, that's quite a heavy piece of steel right there. Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of batteries. Batteries on either side of a very nice board. These are lead rechargeable batteries. Isn't that interesting? These are old lead acid batteries. All right, we're going to have to figure out. Yeah. This is a sealed lead acid battery. So I should be able to take these in with my lead acid batteries. Very cool. Get my favorite schnips. Man, when was the last time you saw rechargeable lead acid D-cell type batteries? That is way interesting. All right, let's get this board out of here. All right. Wow. Okay. So I have no idea. I think that's just heat sink there. So that'll be fun. We'll take that off and see what we're dealing with there. We have got some nice ICs, Mosfets, bunches of tantalum capacitors here. Very cool stuff on this board. So now they're loose from the board. Now we have to get them unscrewed from the Mosfets. I think that's just a big chunk of aluminum right there. Let's see. Yep. So that is just a great big chunk of aluminum. I gotta think about what I want to do with that. All right, and then here we have Mosfets, which have copper. You can even see on the edge the copper color. We've got fuses, if you're into saving fuses. ICs all over the place. Lots of older style tantalum capacitors. All right, so nice board here. I'm thinking periph. If you get rid of some of the junky components, your scrap yard probably is going to go mid-grade if they just do high, medium, low. Then they'd probably just go mid-grade on this. We had these two really nice boards. I mean, these are some serious boards. We've got the gold RAM, old style gold RAM on these boards. But we want to see what's underneath of this plate. So, let's see. Oops. Oh, that was that AMD ceramic chip. I'll set you over here for a minute. Aluminum heatsink. We'll go in with the aluminum heat sinks. It's not screwed in. That might just pop off. So we have this daughter card, and man, that's heavy. Well, it's heavy because it's copper. So this is a copper plate, and that they use for the daughter card. Wow, that's interesting. Now, of course, we know that underneath of these blobs, there'll be some sort of little chip. We have a whole bunch of what looks like MLCCs, but there's no coding on the board. Coding as in coding to tell me what the components are. Man, this is very cool. We've got some these are called plus. Got some copper wires wound in there. So some sort of transformer kind of looking thing, toroids. But wow, look at that. That plate is a copper plate. So I'm thinking that this is going to get cleaned as good as I can get it, and it's going to go in with my number 2 copper bucket. That's very cool. We will remove this plate here, and then this probably becomes a telecom board. Look how densely populated it is. I'm not going to sell it to my local yard as a high-grade board, that's for sure. It is a it would be a large socket, because that is a US quarter will fit in there. So at a minimum, this would be a large socket motherboard. But given that it came out of a server and it is so densely populated, my guess is that Chris would call this a Telcom High. And I'm sure that Chris will weigh in and let us know for sure, because he wants to make sure that I sell it to him for the right thing. Wow, I mean, that's just very densely populated with flat packs and IC chips. If you are into depopulating, or you have no choice but to depopulate, there's a lot of good stuff here that you're going to want. Chris, if this is a Telcom High, I'll take this off. This is just some caps. So I'd remove the capacitors. Let's see, what do we have here? We have an inductor and a capacitor here. Probably take those off too. All right, so these screws are really jammed in. Some of them came out with the tighten, untighten trick. Others, my new Erewhon vice grips are coming in very handy, because what I can do is I can just grab hold of the side and unscrew it enough to get it loose like that. And then I can take the regular screwdriver here and get it the rest of the way out. So again, these are also for sale on my Amazon store. Link is in the description down below. And as I am required to do, I need to make sure you all understand that yes, I get a small commission if you buy something after you follow the link to my Amazon store. It does not cost you a penny more, and I use a portion of those proceeds to help towards our Shark Scrapper Shark Adoption 2 campaign. Details and the kickoff are coming out in April. All right, now, Backplane board. There's a bunch of tandem capacitors along the corner here, and let's see what's underneath of this plastic. Not much. So this plastic was covering up solder joints. What's on the other side? Ah, power connectors. And then we have real nice gold pins along the side here. So Board Sort has a category for backplane boards, and you know, this is a pretty classic backplane board. Your yard might take this as a mid-grade board because of the gold-plated pins that are running along the side. There's a few components and things that look like components, so you know, if they're well trained and they know what they're looking at, they're probably just going to go with low grade, but you might get mid grade. All right, the last thing we're going to get at is that hard drive. I'll tell you what, these hard drives are just fascinating in their own right. I have never seen hard drives like this before. So I'm going to let them be their own video. The links are going to pop up here to take you to more scrapping videos. The little round icon in the middle, that's the one that you click to subscribe. And you want to make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss these hard drives when I get these up. So stay tuned. We're going to get those hard drives in another video. In the meantime, have a great day, and we will see you on the next one.